The drums that had barely fallen silent after the death of Prince Oba Ewuare began to beat again, their rhythm a frantic, panicked heartbeat echoing through the city of Benin. The sound carried a terrible message, one of renewed tragedy, just days after burying his heir. Oba Ewuare, the mighty warrior king, was summoned once more to the royal chambers. The air was thick with a dread so palpable you could almost taste it. It seemed the gods were not yet finished with their cruel sport. As Ewuare entered, a chilling silence fell over the gathered crowd. He saw the faces of his chiefs etched with fear and disbelief. He saw the royal physicians, their heads bowed in failure. And then he saw the still form of his second son, Ubi, lying lifeless. He had been healthy, vibrant, full of life just that morning, now gone, mysteriously, suddenly, without explanation. The king's world, which had just begun to stabilize, fractured once again. Grief, sharp and visceral, warred with a rising tide of fury within him. How could this happen? Twice, whispers turned into frantic murmurs. Priests were immediately summoned, their hands scattering kola nuts and shells, desperately trying to decipher the will of the ancestors and the gods. The omens were dark, confused, and terrifying. The chiefs gathered in a tight, fearful circle around their king, the weight of the second blow pressing down on them all. Chief Ayas, the Oba's most trusted advisor and head of the council, stepped forward, his voice low and heavy. "My Oba," he began, his gaze unwavering, "this is no coincidence. This is not the hand of fate." The head priest, his face ashen, confirmed their deepest fears. He raised his voice so all could hear. "A curse has entered the palace. A darkness has been unleashed within these sacred walls." A collective gasp swept through the room. A curse, the word hung in the air. A venomous specter. This wasn't just tragedy, it was an attack. A direct challenge to the authority and spiritual power of the Oba himself. Ewuare stood frozen in the center of the storm, the words of his chief and priest ringing in his ears. He closed his eyes, a monumental effort to contain the inferno of rage and sorrow threatening to consume him. His fists clenched at his sides, the knuckles white. The loss of one son was a tragedy. The loss of a second, in the same inexplicable manner, was a declaration of war. But a war against whom? An unseen enemy, a hidden traitor, a malevolent spirit? The mystery deepened, and in the heart of the great Benin Empire, a hunt for a human or supernatural foe was about to begin. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for the next chapter in this incredible story.